get my energy. Because today, we need our energy hitting some back roads. Just getting some things into order. There's me and Mr. Hal. Down in some black gold. A couple eggs, hash browns. That's a figure 8. I put on it with ketchup. That's how I like my browns. Mix that together with the toast. Coffee and breakfast. Essential. Hello everybody. Mr. Thrasha here with my buddy Joe and Gemma. Today's adventure gonna bring us to some Canadian back roads. As winter approaches, we still got a little bit of sun in the sky. We're gonna go around, we're gonna look at cool things you find on the back roads around this area of Canada. Don't know what we're gonna see today. It's gonna be a surprise. Joe's here with us, Gemma's here with us. Let's see what we see. Looking over here, you see which once was a shipping container, now painted with gorgeous murals. Someone got up here and painted a kitty. Look, it's looking at you. Isn't that cool? They've painted this shipping container. Well, we have seen our share of shipping containers on this show. If you look at my sawmill video, walked into a complete haunt, a sawmill made of shipping containers. Here's a painted shipping container. Not to mention, on a fair video I did with this man Joe, we saw a house made out of a shipping container, which I said I would live in. I'd live in this one too. Look, that's art. Cool. Things you don't see every day. Up there they got almost tub-like things where they're growing their tomatoes and stuff. First stop here on our back road tour brings us to the Cheshire Cat. It was once a church right over there. Then this church had burned down, and then it was turned into a bar, which also burned down. Or the other way around. Want to make a teenager angry? Ask a question. Any question. Look at the size of that kitty. It's huge. Barn out front. Yeah, so it's a pub that was once a church. Both the church and the pub burned down at different times, so a bad history of burning down. Outside service sometimes in warmer seasons. The Cheshire Cat. Just over here, this place was once a church. It was once a church, is now a bar that had burned down just a couple years ago. Look what it says. It says, "We keep a potato masher in the drawer because sometimes it's fun to not be able to open that drawer." Keep the potato masher in the drawer because sometimes it's not fun to be able to open that drawer. So this place was a church at one point. Now it was turned into a bar which burned down. I don't know if they allow dogs. I believe this phone booth was actually in the fire. Look at this. This is an old school English phone booth outside of it. Look at that. School English phone booth. Was in the fire. Survived. Now here it stands. That stands. See that? Survived a fire. Yeah, they're growing some tomatoes just up there. Pretty cool though. They can paint up something like that. And look, it's just a giant thing. This is where they keep all their stuff. Look, it's the creamery. It's the creamery. Look at that, it's the giant painted container. Pretty cool. Gemma's getting excited. Doing some back road venturing. The kitty. just outside of the property, right outside. I'm gonna show you the front in a sec, but look at this. This barricade's also been painted to look like a bus. It's a bus. The other side as well. It's a trolley cart. A trolley cart or a bus? Does that more look like to you? A trolley cart or a bus? Pretty cool. Taking another walk around from the front, there's that English phone booth that was, like I said, involved in the fire. You come around now, just past this wood pile, you get another angle. Venturing down just off Old Carp Road, you can buy a lighthouse. This is a lighthouse, a gazebo yard, but this is actually for sale. You can put it out on your front lawn or in your backyard. Or, if you're a golf fan, get a nice gazebo with a golfer on top. It's gazebo land. Walking in the middle of gazebo land. I would live in one of these, especially one about that size. It's all the space you need. Space you need. Another lighthouse down over here. Huh. Yeah, that wouldn't look good in someone's backyard, eh? Yeah, pretty cool. I've never seen so many gazebos in all my life. It's like a whole village of sheds and gazebos. Like, look at the size of this one. I'd live in that. Why not? It's almost as if I'm walking in an abandoned village. An abandoned tiny village for small people. Look at that. You can live in these things. Pretty cool. Look at the size of that one. That's for that's like a very wealthy or rich person's pool shed. Pretty cool. Gazebo land. Brings us back to the main lighthouse. Which, hey, it's got a bell on it. There's a bell up there. Check it out. Rang it. It's hard to ring. I got one ring out of it. You rang. Peaceful living out here. Look at the patterns on that. Demolished by a storm or something. This old barn. Out in the country. That place is abandoned. Well, hello, Mr. Horse. How are you today? You are a beautiful, beautiful horse. Look at those feet on you. How you doing today? Getting a little bit of a shower, huh? Say, do you know how to get back to Ottawa? We stay on this road? We gotta go back. We gotta go back. Gotta go back that way? Oh, we are on the right road. Okay, good. Gemma just saying hi to you. Gemma saying, how you doing? All right, we'll leave you to your grazing. Gorgeous horse. All right, you have a good day. We'll leave you to it, horsey. All right, moving on. Bye. They've covered up their hay bales for the winter. It's gonna be pretty brutal down here. I wonder if someone's living out in that or not. Piles of wood out this way. What you find on a desolate back road's anybody's guess. This horse is over there. Good horse. Das right. It's the plane. More like the plane. The plane. That's right, Tattoo. That is the plane. He's flying pretty low.
I think they're getting practice. I think that's a training session.
Right over to our left is the Ridge Rock Brewing Company. Train tracks right there. Wide open out there. Coming off the train tracks now. Trying to keep some of the camera with my hand off of the camera. Keep some of the rain off the camera. A little tricky. Village Station across the street, little general store. Over here they got Ridge Rock Brewing Company. Brewing Company. A brewing company over here. Cool little part of town. That's what I love to do. I love to walk around random small towns. You never know what you'll see, you know what I mean? Here you got the Ridge Rock Brewing Company. Look at what we find out over here. The town's Memorial Hall, just up the way right here. Very old school feeling town, you know, lots of old things, factories and small streets. It's a little bank. That's a cool looking pizza joint down there. Oh, rain making it a little difficult as the winter is blowing its way in. Figure it was a good time. They called for sun all day, but you'll typically get that in this country. They'll say, oh, it's gonna be a sunny day, and then you get a blizzard. Something like that. Little post office right over here. A little Canadian post office. It's definitely such an old feely town. It's met some gentlemen over there. Nice chaps. Look at this. Every child matters indeed. Still got their pumpkins. Whoa, look at that. Look at this. Friggin' devil goat head. Easy gourd. And some more Halloween fallout here. I love the jugs. And hey! Hey, man. More hay. Let's hope this rain tapers off. But look at this thing. It's like a star made out of sticks. That's a pentagram star. They're Satanists. Wow, this place is really cool. Looking over here, more pumpkins, some giant metal spiders, and a giant metal star. Pumpkin in a jug. You also find a giant sun. It's like a big brass sun. Isn't that cool? Some yellow jacket insect traps. Get them yellow jackets. Look at that. Stars over here as well. This is an interesting place. Used to be an old general store or something. This piece of wood over here is giving it that old school feel. Everything here. I think it's just a place where people reside. Violin there. It's pretty cool. Creepy small town residence. It's interesting. Right to the front. Still very Halloweenish. Look at that. Pentagram made of sticks. I don't know. They could be satanic. Well, all the cool restaurants you can find on back roads like this. Little back road towns. Here's the Carp Food Liner. You get ice cream and some pretty good fish and all kinds of stuff there. The food liner. But yeah, this place over here is the Juke Joint. A soul kitchen. A soul kitchen. Yeah, the Juke Joint. And the J's are trumpets. Soul kitchen. That's where we found old BB. They got some pretty great food there. And yeah, look at that. You can go in there and listen to a little BB King while you eat. We love you, BB. We love you. Moving up the way now. Just at the corner of town. Pressing onward. Find a bunch of memorial stuff. It's pretty good. They got a good, cool setup over here. 39 to 45. Cool benches. Even the garbage can. Look at that. That's pretty neat. We got a soldier over here. Still have this set up, probably from Remembrance Day. How you doing, fine sir? Thank you for all you did for our country. Ooh, we appreciate you. Someone knitted that reef right there. That's all knitting. It's pretty good. That's pretty cool. Yeah, West Carleton War Memorial. Wow, look at this. This whole area here. This bench goes down here. Yeah, I like this guy. Say, sir, can I borrow that bayonet? Yes, you, sir. Something you would have seen used in the war. Only got the rain stopping for the moment. Take a look at this thing. Look at the size of that. You don't want to be in the way of this. Especially if it goes off. Look at that. Pull on this thing. Brute strength. Blow a giant hole right in your face. Actually, I think you'd probably just explode. Look at that thing. That is cool. Pretty sweet. Lots of crazy, interesting restaurants on these back streets. I think the gray day kind of suits this video. Feels rather haunting. There's a gentleman cooking up here.
What's it for?
Oh yeah, I'm just doing a little YouTube episode for a show I do.
Oh, right on.
It's like to get some cool shots of things. Got some cool statues here. A fire brewing over here.
Yeah.
This gentleman's cooking up some barbecue. Hey, there's a witchy down there. It's doing a little Halloweenish. Cool clock. And look at that. Bonfire. Find some gargoyles over here. Outside of the garden. Look at that cool thing. I love things like that. If someone wants to explain exactly what that is, let me know in the comments. Look at that. All kinds of there. This is actually a restaurant. You can come eat out here. Look at this guy. Stone still. He's got a hole in his head. Giant hole in his head.
Chipmunks.
The chipmunks did that.
Yeah, that's where they live.
The chipmunks, or was it this guy?
Well, probably both.
The chipmunks live in his head.
Yes.
Well, probably not too tough for them to stay toasty around here. This is a good place to be. Whew. Getting ready for winter. Just heading up another desolate type road. Leads to some other cool things. Gentleman passes. Take you up this little hill. Look at these old-timey wagons. And yeah, as you can tell by this flag, these are Canadian Backroads. It's the Canadian flag, and oh god, a giant moose. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that. That's the rear end of the moose. So, I'm gonna tell you something. I've lived in Canada my whole life. I mean, I've been just about everywhere. But all my time in Canada, I've never seen a family and or a small or gigantic moose. I think they're more in the BC area. Hard to say. I'm sure they have them around here, but it's not like you see moose a lot in Canada. But there's one right there. He's got his head, from this angle, looks like it's embedded into the tree. The size of the leg on him. Pretty cool carvings. These tall Canadian trees. It's stuff that, especially if you're watching from the US or Europe or something, you don't see this stuff every day if you're not up here in Canada. But here's the moose of the day. Mooses. That is a nice toasty fire. Feeling the flame. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of walking around back roads and small towns and seeing things that you never seen. And it's like I grew up in this city, but I don't walk around this stuff all the time. In fact, I've never walked around here, so this is cool. This is a learning experience for me and you. I like to get out every day, put a positive message out there, show what interesting things you can find just anywhere, you know? An old house here. Cool wheel in front of it. Looks like an old horse wagon wheel. Long ago. Yeah. Getting what we can get in before that brutal snow comes. Let's move. To the left of that painted silo up there. Pretty neat. Right here in the village. Just on the side, they've put some more artwork. It's pretty cool. Someone has decided to adorn this part of the building. There's nobody out on the street here. Oh my goodness. I'll get that from the other side of the street here. Look at that. Cool. That's pretty cool. Just under those silos. Look at that. Someone drew a nice picture of that truck. People living their lives. See so much on the back streets. It's really crazy. This is a crazy town, and I never take the time to come and check it out much. Thirsty? It's for the dogs. There's no more water here. Oh my God, there's a giant chicken. Look, it's a giant chicken up there. He's right up there. He's huge. Can't get a good shot of him, but it's a giant friggin' rooster. Giant rooster peering over that over that railing. My goodness. Just taking it easy, are you? Working hard or hardly working, as they say. Yeah, there's a giant rooster over there looking at me. You just don't see stuff like that every day. Whew. Pretty cool. How often do you see giant painted silos like that? I think I've seen some before, but I'm not positive. You don't see it too often, that's for sure. Hey, think, Joe? It's the man in black right here. You look ready. Ready for an old school back road town like this, that's for sure. Hey look, there's train tracks over here. Back here behind this outhouse, the tracks keep running. Tracks go back here. Just past this creek down here. Oh, don't want to fall down here and break my neck. Break my neck or drop the camera in the water. Check it out. Train tracks are right here. This is where the river flows. Train tracks ride all the way back here. Just past this creek, which flows down there. The sewer flows right through town. Pretty cool. Yes, Gemma. Well, we'll try to get you out again. We're cruising the back roads. Look at her. Gemma's propped up here, enjoying her day. Good girl. Now this horse has got it going on. He's got a little tarpy on him. How come he's covered up? Your friend up there could use a little shelter too. He's not listening. He's just got head down and grazing. Hey! Hey! Your friend needs a coat too. All right, moving on. Happy grazing to you. It's an old barn. That big yellow monster truck. And a golf cart. That's a big GMC right there. Yeah. Back up towards it there. He's operating on it. Pretty cool. Take a spin in a monster truck. Traveling some major backroad thoroughfares now. There's an old barn coming up on the left. Right through the windshield. Get some of that wind. It's anyone's guess what you find on these long stretches of backroads. Yeah, some cool monuments just down here. Gemma's wanting to get out. That's a pretty cool monument. Got some graves right into the ground here. And the monument at the head of the church is pretty cool. Christ Church of Huntley. Wow, a lot of cool big stones around here. It's a Backroads tour. Wow, 1866. They said it was not gonna rain today. They might have been wrong. We're gonna keep this going anyway. If I need to, I can put a hood on, something just over the top of the camera. Wow. Whoa. Stairs at the back of this church. Look at all these. Halloween season has escaped us for 2021, but still stop on a few back road churches and cemeteries. Circling, well, bordering this plaque, it says the stone bordering it was taken from the original vestry wall and placed in memory of the ancestors of this church. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of crazy monuments here, to say the least. I mean, the size of this one. It's been there since 1890. There's a lot of... Whoa, look at that one. Cool old stones there. This one too. Glove back on. It's like one of those ones from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The corpse is just hanging there. This one, it's under a tree. There since 1874. It's right into the tree. Face on this one. They were once great human beings. This person made it to 95 years old. Gemma's getting anxious. May have to find a spot over here. Get a few tosses in for her. Get a few tosses in for her. We're gonna keep moseying and keep this interesting. Canadian backroad adventure. And get your mind off stuff. Wow, look at the size of this. It's one of those huge, friggin' solid. Look at that. Memory of James, 1887. That's pretty big. Holy cow. There's quite a bit around here. Goes right up into here. There's a... Does that say Donald Trump? Oh, no. It just says rump. Just rump. Okay. That's right. Look at this interesting stone. It's like a stone within a stone. Rump stone. Yeah, this is a pretty big cemetery. There's a lot. A lot of things. Wow, there was one gigantic tree just removed here. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Lots of things to see back here behind this church. Look at these benches, corner of these stairs. No solar lights, candles, shrubs, or trees to be placed in this cemetery. I like these. You do always get that somber feeling walking through any type of cemetery. But I've always found something cool about it too. Yeah, that one. Interesting church. I always love to take a little time, especially on back roads, check out some churches and cemeteries. See what else we can find. Oh, fly. Get it, get it, get it. Getting your fetching on. Hyper pet. Ugh. Hard to see the ball on a gray day.
Oh, Gemma, come on.
Joe's getting his cardio, as is Gemma. Look at this big open field. Would have been great. These train tracks go all the way out there, coming from for distance from Carp now. I want to just walk down those train tracks and see where it goes. Where does it go?
Oh, you can do it.
Here in the township of Marathon, we decided to stop off, give Gemma a little breather, right by the Lowry Cemetery. Is that the address? The year it was opened. Oh. The little desolate cemetery. And on the outside of this forest leading to some more dirt back roads. You gonna do some business, girl? You're gonna do some business? These graves go all the way back to this forest and river under this bridge. That's definitely something like something out of a movie. Wow, all the way back here. How did these bars get bent like that? By the river's edge here. Go to the bathroom, Jim. If you got to. Take a look at some of those stones right there. I don't think we can get into this cemetery. I believe the gate was locked. Maybe it's more of a private cemetery that someone owns, or they just don't want people meandering around aimlessly or filming.
Just for you, Johnny. They put the whole
Yeah. It's all against me, isn't it? Oh, that's pretty cool stone back there, right there, above my finger, right there. Hard to see. There's a lot of Lowrys in here, so maybe it is a private cemetery. Oh, we can get in, but someone is living right there. Yeah, there's a lot of Lowrys in there. One at the front right there. Lowry. All of the ones at the front are Lowrys. This black one over here. Fields of desolates. Desolate fields. Barn looks like it's seen some better days. Still in use, still standing. Old relic track. Don't you like it, Gemma? Trying to get onto my lap, eh? Yes. Wanna run it? So peaceful out in the country. That's about gonna do it today. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a big thumbs up, like. If you're new here, give it a subscribe. I'll let you know when a new episode comes up. Agglomeration of birds up there. I don't know if you can see it. Just doing some backroad venturing. Will be more of this, because I enjoy doing this type of thing. And I didn't get a lot to it. There's so much more left for the future. So like, subscribe, tune in next time. You never know what we're going to be doing. Today was just some backroad venturing. There's so much you can see out here. I love it. And above all else, it's peaceful. We'll see you next time. Keep watching the Mr. Thrasha Show. Goodbye. Yeah. Are you sure? We've been trying to get back to Ottawa for a bit now. Are you sure if I stay on this road, it'll bring me back? Oh no, yeah, I came from that way. I just don't think that's gonna do it. Okay, so yeah, keep going this way. Keep moseying. All right, you have a good day, sir. Thanks for the directions. Don't know what I'd do without you. Oh, you want to come along? We got no room. We got a dog in here. We got no room. We'll come back for you. We'll be back. You hang with your buddies for now. Thank you, kind sir.